Welcome back, y'all.
Yeah.
So we're going into the last
Yeah.
stages
Right.
of young Tchaikovsky. Man, the man after a woman's heart. All the ladies, imagine being a classical writer back then. You had to be, that was like your rock star. That was your rock star music. Your Bach, your Beethoven, your Mozart, your Chopin, your like whoever, Tchaikovsky. You're the rock star. You create this wonderful wall of sound that just reverberates after these. That's how the Vienna people in the 1600s built the most elaborate symphony orchestra genre related buildings. Yeah, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the acoustics in these places were phenomenal.
Well, I bet, yeah.
And specifically for the symphonies and the orchestras. You know, what was the one in Italy? And even I mean, look at Australia. The biggest kerfuffle in Australia had been their classical port orchestra place.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. But, and this last one is called. Let's see. What's this last one called? Where is the, I thought he had the CD right here. I thought this was it, but it's not here. I don't know. We'll have to ask him when he gets back. Yeah. Look, Steve bought a MyPillow. Why would he buy a fucking MyPillow? Steve's just gone, non-liberal on us. No, he had to get a comfortable pillow. Hey, he got it cheap. He got it on cheap, $19. Listen to this. This is so enamoring. Elizabeth, Suzanne, whatever. His little nieces, Marissa and stuff. Remember, the rednecks from Mooresville love classical. Carmen, my niece, honey, we love classical, baby. Here we go. In your face. Yes.
Oh, wow.
In your face. The ending to number 4.
Oh,
Steve,
wow.
where's the sleeve to this at?
There's no...
No, there was. You had Romeo and Juliet.
Well,
It was the Tchaikovsky. What happened to it?
Where is it?
I know.
Are you sitting on it?
No, sir. I went to go look for it a second ago, and I looked over, and you didn't have it in it. Where?
I don't remember.
What
I
happened?
know
to
there
it?
is.
Yeah, because we looked at it a minute ago.
This is the fucking jewel case.
Well, I didn't know, Jack
this
Lee.
is
So that last one, guys, was obviously Romeo and Juliet. This last one is The Tempest.
Yeah.
So you started out with the March Slave,
Right.
or 1812th Overture with the March Slave,
Right.
Romeo and Juliet,
Right.
and then The Tempest.
Uh-huh.
And again, once again, props to the Chicago Symphony Orchestra
Right.
under the direction of Claudio Abbado.
Right.
Yes, Claudio, ladies and gentlemen, give him Claudio.
Oh, man.
Claudio, we love you. Man, that's what they did back then. Mozart, we love you. Like back then, they're taking off their women bras and throwing them at them. Probably a bra made of hay, throwing them at them.
Back in those days, how about a bustle?
Exactly. Yeah. Or look, he's pulling up. He's got a donkey-ridden carriage. You know what I'm saying? And he's pulling up like a rock star because everybody else is walking with stuff on their back.
Right.
He's got people like this is even before horses. Just men are running with him, like he's just carrying his ass.
Yeah.
And he's like a rock star. And he gets to this. I'm under the direction of me. You know, he's got somebody still feeding grapes. He's getting out. God forbid he drop a grape. You know? And he's like, don't you feed the peasants that grape. Throw that away.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like horrible. Yeah, they're paying tickets back then. People are selling goats to try to get tickets.
Oh, yeah.
To because back in Rome, you know, they probably said, look, Claudio, listen. Claudio Abbado is doing the orchestra. So,
But that's him right there.
Yeah, man.
Who is that?
Claudio Abbado.
What?
Claudio, is it? No, that's Tchaikovsky. Oh, well, I didn't see. Yeah.
But that's on.
What is his name? Piotr, which is Peter,
Right.
which would be Cephas in the Hebrew terms, which was Peter's name, which was Cephas, Caiaphas, or Cephas, whether it be Arabic or Hebrew.
Right.
But then you would go into this, which would be the Pyotr.
Mhm.
You're basically your Peter. I love how the names of Peter are spelled a little bit different in the different origins or
Right.
creeds. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
love that, man. By the way, this is your rock star back then. Like yeah, you know why he's leaning on his head? Because he's thinking, I can't get any more booty tonight from the Coliseum from the women. If I do this 1812 Overture one more time,
Yeah.
I probably got about 100,000 babies out there already. Like, come on,
man, yeah.
ladies, back off. I need a little bit of this port wine. I got a couple of these pheasants I'm going to eat. You know, somebody brought something new around me called marijuana. I might smoke a little bit of it. You know, and I never heard of this marijuana, but I'm going to hit it a little bit. You know, maybe try to do a bit more of this marching slave, see if it works out good.
Oh,
you know,
man.
and then that's how this was created.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's your rock star.
Well, yeah.
Man, yeah. Oh yeah, Tchaikovsky.
Oh, boy.
Man of his own, dude. He's
yeah.
leaned up. He's like, I just can't take any more of these hoes.
Yeah.
Man. Any more hoes show up to this Roman Coliseum, we do. Well, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, imagine me pissing in the same toilet that the man who wrote the
Oh,
Emancipation Proclamation 40 and so many years ago. Our
Yeah.
forefathers farted on something.
No, boy.
Fell over and fell over and fell over. Blah, 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 blah. No. But where we all have, this is a man who, listen to me. Some of the same people who wrote and signed the Declaration of Independence, or not Declaration of Independence, well, yeah, that, but the Emancipation Proclamation,
Yeah.
were slave owners. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
But they thought better of what they were.
Right.
You might inherit something, but because you inherit evil doesn't mean you have to continue in evil. So
Right.
some people had a change of heart.
Yeah.
They got rid of their, even though it financially cost them everything.
Yeah.
They got rid of their slaves, and it
Right.
cost them everything, their
Right.
livelihood. They went from being
They had to work.
Yeah, they went from being well off
They had to pay
well.
someone to work.
Yeah, they went from being well off to, well, you know what?
Yep.
His wife had to make biscuits for another woman. She was a maid.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, so now they know what it's like to have to fucking work. You know,
Yeah,
no
right.
blue collar shit.
Yeah.
Maybe even at the playing field here. You know what I'm saying? By the way, you wouldn't feel no more Roman Gothic cathedrals over there at your plantation, because y'all got 135 Negroes over there hired again. You got them for a good deal. You got to make rent. I got all 135, $8,000.
Yeah.
20 of them worth easily at 10 grand.
Well,
Easily
it's
at
like,
10 grand.
well, it's like a herd of cattle.
Yeah. That's when they looked at it, you know. He said, I got 14 of them pregnant. Most of them gonna make little boys, so that's gonna be at least
Oh, yeah.
$6,000 a head.
Yeah,
So.
what did what's his name say? Oh, God bless.
What's that?
Oh, man. Jimmy the Greek. Jimmy the Greek.
Yeah, I remember him, the wrestler.
Jimmy the announcer.
What did he say?
Well, I'm not.
Being bred?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The African Americans, he lost his
Yeah,
job.
yeah, because it was a very racist statement.
Right.
I once had a boss man who was negotiating a contract with Toys R Us before they went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, over at Concord Mills, and he said, look, we can stripe all of your parking lot the next couple of days. And he said, sir, where's your crew? And it was me and my boss as he's talking. He said, sir, where's your crew? My boss looked over, who by the way, he was 6'4". He looked at me at 5'5", said, me and him.
Yeah.
He said, him? He said, yeah, he does most of your signings, which is driving the post through the asphalt. I did basically all that. I sent out every 80 or 125 down wheel stop. Listening to Tchaikovsky even back then. I love this stuff. Even back then. He was like, man, let me tell you something. He said, there's a heat advisory out. He said, if we don't get this done in the next 3 days, you can find me $500. He said, what makes you so confident? He looked at me and he said, that boy right there was bred for the heat.
Oh, yeah.
I said, bred for the heat? He's talking about me. Shit.
No, but I heard that Toys R Us is.
They're coming back. There was a company that bought them out of bankruptcy, and they're trying to reprise the name. They're helping them out.
Damn it, listen, what I'm saying though. Macy's will let them set up a little area.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're right.
So, yeah.
It's kind of like the Willie Nelson didn't pay his taxes, and the country people said, you know what, let's do a fundraiser for Willie. It's like Mason said, hey, let's do a fundraiser for Toys R Us.
Right. Oh yeah.
We'll let them set up a little corner over here.
Yep.
We'll sell their stuff.
Sure.
They can get out of this
For Christmas.
bankruptcy stuff. You know, little boys and girls get stuff for Christmas. Another tickle me Elmo.
Hey, everybody needs toys.
Sure they do. I'm not a Grinch. You're a mean one.
Well, I just wish I had some toys. Because I have that one little.
Why don't you go Christmas shopping before you go, Steve?
No, but
Spend a little cash.
shit, I gotta buy clothes and buy airplane ticket.
Oh yeah, it's pretty costly, yeah.
Well, I got about like $730.
Yeah. I figured it'd be around $1,000, probably $1,500 for you to go.
No,
Total.
it's only $730.
I figured it'd be $1,500 total for you to go out there, your expenditures and everything
Oh, yeah.
else.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Eating stuff like that. You're gonna spend, a couple $100.
Big
So,
tipper, yeah.
no, none of it. I'm just saying.
Be like Johnny on that one night at the.
Johnny's giving out $50 tips.
I
to
know,
black
like,
girls.
what the
She's hot,
fuck,
but
yeah.
come on, dude.
I know, but I
You
know.
stole money from me. I'm like,
Enough
no,
said.
I knew. Oh,
No.
yeah, I know. Well, you're the one that brought it up.
I'm sorry. Oops.
Yep, yep. Oops, I did it again.
No.
I hope that's not the
Brittany.
end. I know, yeah, that was a
Well,
horrible analogy.
Well, it's
By the
like,
way, she's off her rocker and always has.
I seen something about.
I love her because she's just like me. She's off her fucking rocker.
But did,
I can relate to her.
did she put out her new record?
I think so, maybe. No.
It skyrocketed
Yeah.
immediately. Was
I'm
it
sure it did.
Yeah, it was.
Nowadays, dude, you're
Yeah.
famous for being famous.
Well, God, what she's.
That's what I just needed.
What
Put me
she's
underneath.
about what 30 or 35 by now. Brittany
Oh yeah,
Spears?
no, she's yeah. She's
Yeah.
probably close to coming up. Yeah, she's
Okay.
35. Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Put me
Well,
underneath
no,
what?
but the
Put me
thing is,
underneath
damn
one
it,
camera.
I was watching the news today. News saying like, oh, which Christmas song do you like better, Bing Crosby or Mariah Carey?
Bing.
I'm like, what?
Every time Bing.
Duh.
Let me tell you something.
I
I know people like Jeff from Phoenix,
Yeah,
Arizona.
yeah.
He's like, I would rather throw up to hear Mariah Carey is all I want for Christmas is you. Let me tell you something. Although hers is a modern classic, you cannot negate
Yeah,
the fact that Bing is 100
for
times
sure.
better
My
than anything.
question is, how did that?
Why
how
would that
did
even be a comparison?
Thank you. Yeah.
Why would that even be a
yeah,
comparison?
yeah.
You could do Bing against Burl Ives.
Yeah.
You could do Bing against Burl
Oh man.
or something like that.
Have a honey. Oh, but yeah.
Yes, but don't compare him to something modern like now.
Mariah Carey.
Because
got
every
it
time I want to tell you it's Bing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I did get to watch the Burl Ives Snowman the other night.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. There doesn't get any more Christmas chills better than me.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't wax more. I'm no more teary-eyed than I'll ever
Yeah.
be at Christmas
Oh yeah.
than when I watch that
Oh,
by
yeah.
myself.
You know what
You know.
bummed me out though was
What?
last Friday night. After I got to work, Scott Hendrick.
Yeah.
Oh, me and Aubrey go down to downtown.
Yeah.
I'm too tired. Little had I known that I would have been up all night, I should have went with them. And,
Right. Yeah. Because you were going to be up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know. Yeah. If you're gonna have to be awake, you might as well do it and do something enjoyable. I got you.
Well, thank God, Chad.
Yeah, man. He was quick to.
Yeah.
Dude, you were asking me like, can I read what you wrote?
Yeah.
I was like, he just wanted. I said, and I explained it to him. He just
I was
wanted-
hoping that
I said,
Junior
he just
could
wanted to be on the
play
same
too.
page as him
Yeah.
to verify. And
Yeah.
hey, there's a backup over here.
Yeah.
Without it being obvious that you guys are in
Well,
cahoots
hopefully
together.
Junior
Yeah.
next door.
Which I don't think you really need Junior as a third leg to stand on. I think a backup from
Oh,
Chad.
yeah, oh, for
I
sure.
think that's more than
Oh, yeah.
actually just you complaining again is enough to institute an eviction. So now
Oh, yeah.
there's two. Then yeah, I know three's better than two.
I know,
still,
but
you got.
I know, but yeah, yesterday you done told Chad, with the moving downstairs.
Yeah.
Field.
Yeah, I said just fill him out.
Yeah.
And the only
Yeah.
thing stopping me,
Right. I know.
although I'm ready to renew my
I
lease
will
again.
fucking gladly pay his electric bill if
Yeah.
he would stay there. Yeah, but Chad would move downstairs. Oh yeah, bro.
Don't say that. Steve.
No, I'm gonna put some light.
But I understand.
I want to get this fucking. No,
It would be that would be
no,
beautiful.
because there was like 3 lights, and then Shelton had them working, and they still do work those 3 lights.
Uh huh.
Because the one that this light was on, and
Uh huh.
then that was on. Yeah, it's on. But yeah, Just has some light in front of the brick building.
Okay.
And
I
then,
forgot we're recording, man.
oh, yeah.
That's why I'm saying I love this music.
Oh, yeah.
It's guys.
Yeah.
I know y'all are gonna say, "Oh, this might be a boring one." Those two are just talking about the building and somebody moving here. But our point is this: music always makes your ambiance. Whether you want to rock out
Yep.
and just listen to the song,
Oh, yeah.
and you and your friends not
Yep.
talk that much, or if you want to have a conversation
Yeah.
but have yet background music.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
showing you all kinds, whether it be the heart of band Hagar, band Rolf, you know what I'm saying,
Cheap
Kiss,
Trick, Led
Cheap
Zeppelin,
Trick, Zeppelin, Beatles,
ZZ Top.
ZZ
Oh, yeah.
Top, whatever. Now we branched off into Miles Davis.
Jazz.
Now we've gone from jazz
Classical.
into Tchaikovsky's 1812th Overture, and that's the end of the I guess album.
No, it's still playing.
Oh yeah, no,
Can You Not Hear?
oh yeah, not
Mhm.
really. But anyway, what we're saying is we're branching off, so we're gonna be the people's people. If Rolling Stone record guy can have a different view of everything, then
Right.
we should have one as well.
We-
And I'm pleasantly
We always
surprised.
have.
Steve's the one that's actually dragging me into change. Usually I'm the
Right.
one dragging you
Oh,
into
yeah.
change. But for a change,
Right.
you're dragging me into it because I did not want to do this, didn't want to do Miles. But now I'm like, well, this one I didn't say I didn't want to do. But I was leery. You saw it in my
Right.
questioning.
Trust me.
Every time he said it, I think of the old hymnal, trust and obey, for there's no other way
Oh,
to
no.
be happy in Jesus,
Right.
but to trust and
Right.
obey.
Okay.
I do, every time you say that, dude.
Whoa.
Seriously, and you, for all my old redneck friends, you'll
I know what.
Yeah.
But didn't you say those are the famous last words? Trust me.
Yeah. Or a redneck saying, watch this.
Watch.
Hey, Larlene, y'all watch this.
Oh,
You might as well say, I'm dying.
oh, yeah. No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
Tell me it can't be done. So how many people's died doing that? 5. Hell, I can do it. Number 6 coming right up.
Yeah.
Watch this, y'all.
I know.
Or another redneck's famous last beer is, you know what, hold my beer.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. And you never go back.
What's that show on Quest? What could possibly go wrong? Have you seen that show?
Oh, yeah.
I really haven't.
I love the one where the guy pulls up the boat
Yeah.
on a forklift.
Yeah.
The boat comes on a hook because
Yeah.
he doesn't have it hitched right.
Oh.
And it rolls off,
Oh.
crashes into something.
Oh.
As he goes after the boat,
Yeah.
the forklift, he didn't put any gear right.
Oh,
rolls
no.
backwards. It crashes into a car. He chases it. By the
Oh.
time he gets back to it, the boat goes back down this way
Yeah.
and is going over, and it's just full blown going down that way.
Yeah.
Crashes across the
Oh,
street.
man.
Like, he's got a fucking mess. Like,
Oh,
go
man.
home. Or the guy that actually he loaded up a whole bunch of concrete,
Yeah.
like 3 pallets of concrete.
Yeah.
And for some reason, this buffoon,
Yeah.
instead of going to the side of the
Pallet?
where the guy has the pallets, where the guy has the stuff, which
Yeah.
I know he had to get out, but lower the gate.
Yeah.
Lower the gate, roll it up, and then lower it, and then just push it in, right? Instead of doing that, he raises up as high as it goes. He gets over right there by the trailer.
Yeah.
As he goes to unload it, it's like the hydraulics just lose control because he's got too much weight, and the weight slams into the truck. The whole truck's tires blow out.
Okay.
His trailer breaks in half.
Yeah.
I'm like, well. And he's giving him a look like, well, there you go. You know, he's the local guy from Lowe's. Like the
Yeah.
you got the corky from Lowe's saying, welcome to Walmart
Yeah.
at Lowe's, loading your concrete.
Yeah.
What'd you expect?
Wow.
You know, it'd be like you asking Rodney to load it.
Yeah.
Rodney, you ever run a forklift? No, perfect. Get it on. Yeah, crank it up. No, yeah, perfect. Just turn it on. You know?
Well, it's like,
He said, you know, raise it, and you do like that, and he raises it up. Like, good, ease it down easy.
Yeah.
You know? You don't tell him nothing.
oh, yeah.
It's not going to work out good.
Oh.
That's why I even told Jody, don't go for a forklift driver. Just don't be that.
Right.
Just be a consistent worker where you're working at. You're at like $16 an hour now. By the end of the year, within a year and a half, he's going to be at $18, $19 an hour.
He didn't say where, though.
I know, he told me, but I forgot.
No.
Yeah.
What?
But he was up at 18 at the last
What-
job he had, so.
What? Besco?
No, it's not those. It's a place in Troutman.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Steve.
Because-
But I can't remember. It's not. I do know it's not Walmart, but I don't know the other
I
one.
know, damn it. I remember
There's a bunch.
Scott Kendrick told me there's a boatload of truck.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There's a shitload of
Well,
Chinese.
who wants to drive a truck with you?
I know exactly.
No.
But he's making good money. He'll get
Yeah,
moved
yeah.
up quick because he's one of those guys. He's not your typical young
Yeah.
19-year-old kid.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
he's apt to listen. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's got good manners.
He's 19?
Yeah. No, he just turned 20 actually.
And
He
Cameron's,
just turned 20. Yes,
Cameron's 21.
yeah, she's 21.
Oh,
So
boy. Cougar.
exactly. But what I'm saying, he's not your
Yeah.
typical
Yeah.
kid from that generation.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He is kinda, but he like at
Yeah.
home because I guess because he's with Uncle Eddie, he's just himself.
Right.
They're goofy, whatever. But when
Yeah.
he's around, when he needs to be good,
Yeah.
like whatever in family functions and stuff, he
Yeah.
knows how to play the part,
Well, that's
which is
good.
what I do. He knows. It's like I told him one time. I said, "Listen, Jody,
Yeah.
if you want to fit in, watch me. Yes, I'm the outcast. You've seen everything from police here to whatever."
No.
Because of my antics, obviously. I said, but when it comes to family functions, I know how to fucking act.
Yeah.
Follow my lead at least.
Oh.
So, and he does. He's
Yeah.
great with it.
But that was a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Dude, and the food was great. And it's been like that the last couple of years, man. So,
Right? It's been a while since I had Thanksgiving or
Yeah.
Christmas in Wallace's States.
yeah, it's been 3 years, 2 years,
Oh, at least. Yeah.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
At least two. At
Yeah.
least two.
Well, I can't remember what the hell I did last Christmas
I can't remember.
or last Thanksgiving.
I think you went with somebody. You went with somebody somewhere, right? Was Scott Kendrick one of them or something?
I don't remember.
Oh wow.
Well,
That's all right. I didn't remember my name.
right. Oh, man.
No, I'm joking. No, I'm
So
joking.
what can you do?
Well, you just make up one.
Yeah, there you go.
But try to tell everybody my name's
Now,
Tyrone.
what was that?
I told everybody my name's
No, what was
Tyrone.
that? What was that damn movie? Oh, my.
What?
Fletch.
Fletch and Fletch lives with Steve. I mean with oh my God, Steve Martin.
No. Damn it. Family Vacation.
Chevy.
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry. I'm
but
sorry.
that one-
I'm sorry. I meant
Yeah,
Chevy
yeah,
Chase.
but-
I love the oil scene where they're in the gas station and he starts shooting at the oil. You know what I'm talking about?
That was fucking
Fletch.
jerk.
Oh no, that's the jerk. Yeah.
Steve Martin. No, but I'm Fletch, you know who you are, this is Ted Nugent. He's like, but yeah.
I have to look it all up.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while, but I just
No,
absolutely
but the
love
jerk
those
was
movies.
great.
The jerk
Steve
was
Martin,
great. Hooper loves the jerk. Hooper's like, that was a bit racist. He said, but I said, but it's funny though, man. I said, that's the thing, dude. You can't wear your
But I know
feelings
that-
on your
yeah.
sleeve when you go see
I know,
comedy.
yeah.
We're
but-
making fun, man.
Oh yeah, but those are guys from Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
That went out. Oh yeah. And then,
These are the originals. These
Oh,
are
yeah.
your
Well-
Jim Belushi's and your
Oh, yeah, Dan
what's her name?
Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd
For sure.
and what's her name that died from
Gilda
cancer?
Radner.
Gilda Radner.
Oh, yeah.
Gene, which was Gene Wilder wasn't on it, but Chevy Chase, Martin Short, Steve Martin.
Whoa. Martin Short was after.
Martin Short was close around there though, because
Right.
him and Chevy Chase did a couple of
Yeah.
quite a
Oh
few
yeah.
scenes
Oh yeah.
together.
Oh yeah.
So he wasn't too far behind
Oh,
Steve.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I know he was
no.
like after, but he was still when you had
Oh,
the Second City News corps that was playing there, which was Belushi and all those guys.
Right.
And so Martin had joined in shortly
Yeah.
afterward, which Aykroyd was
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
was in the Second City
Review.
comedy review. So
Oh, yeah.
and of course Radner was there as well.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they just had it, man, and they were like recording stuff, and then just doing shows around New York, and people were going crazy about it.
Yeah.
And the funny part was that what's his name? The guy that writes, the original creator writer of SNL. What's his
Yeah.
name?
Oh God, I know his name.
God,
Yeah.
because we always talk about it. Anyway, because his name's on everything. Anyway, he just laughed about it. He's like, I can't believe we're selling out shows
Yeah.
across New York over this stuff. Like, and
Oh,
it just was. And then they would do radio spoofs. Where
Yeah.
you had a radio station like the WROQ or whatever
Yeah.
it was in New York. They would do like 2 hours of their comedy stuff.
Oh,
And it just, their ratings were phenomenal. Like,
Oh yeah.
the call-ins were just endless, dude. That was your back early in the early days. You could take your temperature by the call-ins because if you didn't have anything, like even Dad was like, he could tell if people were listening to the radio station or not when he would have like a
Oh, yeah.
contest. If it would be flooded for like 20, 30 people, or is it going to be like 200 or 300 people?
Right.
You know, or 2,000 or 3,000 people even.
Wow.
So yeah, because he would have like contests. One of them it sounded like, I forget what it was, but to me I said it sounded like a fish splashing in the water.
Oh boy.
And I couldn't guess what it
Splash,
was.
splash. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of,
I said, Dad, I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
Can I guess? He's like, no.
No.
Oh, yep. But what, guys? That's the end of the.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the end of it, guys.
Yeah.
We forgot all about it. Anyway,
Yeah.
listen to Tchaikovsky's Pt.4 Overture.
That'll work.
Yeah, man.
Later.